Hi all, I'm Safira. Today I'm going to talk about how Duty Finder and Party Finder work in Final Fantasy XIV. The video will be separated into three sections: Duty Finder, Party Finder, and Party Finder for high-end duties, particularly for when you are in a Japanese data center. You bring up the Duty Finder by going to Duty and clicking on Duty Finder, or by pressing U on the keyboard by default. You'll notice the two tabs under your job called Regular Duty and High-End Duty. High-End Duty contains the current Salvage tier, the latest Extreme Trial, and the Ultimate Fights. High-End Duty can also be accessed by clicking on Raid Finder. Going back to the Duty Finder, the first thing you should do is to check the settings by clicking on the cog on the top left. The option Join Party in Progress means that you can join a duty that has already started but is missing a member. An undersized party allows you to enter a duty without the required number of players at your current level. This is very useful for when you might want to farm something from old content without spending a lot of time on it. Level sync is available when undersized party is active, syncing the party to the duty's level, while still maintaining the effects of an undersized party. Minimum eye level would sync your party down to the minimum required item level to do the duty instead of the usual maximum possible eye level. The Echo is a buff to help facilitate you in completing duties that are no longer considered new. You can only select minimum eye level and silence Echo when you have a pre-formed party matching the required number of players for the instance. Explorer mode is a relatively new feature that was introduced in patch 5.4. It allows you to do G-posts with extra features to your heart's content in a dungeon you've completed before. Then we have Limited Leveling Roulette, which was introduced in patch 5.5. It limits the dungeon level within 8 levels of the lowest level party member. This option is only available when you have a full pre-formed party. Next are the loot rules, which the party leader can set to Normal, Greed Only, or Master Loot, which means the party leader gets to decide who gets the loot. The last setting is for language, which matches you with players using the selected language. If you are playing on an EU server, my guess is you might have English, Dutch, and French selected. If you are playing on a JP server, you would definitely want to make sure that you have Japanese selected as well as English, as the majority of the player base is Japanese, and this would greatly increase the pool of players that you can be matched to, and thus making the average wait time for duties much shorter. After you select all the options you want, be sure to click Confirm to save them. You can select up to 5 different duties to queue at the same time in the Duty Finder. Party Finder, or PF, which can be found under the Party tab, is where you can find people recruiting for various duties. In Party Finder settings, you can turn on and off the notifications of recruitments that are applicable to you. This is also where you can recruit your own party. You can select the type of duty that you want to recruit for, and then select the specific duty that you want. You can then select the objective of the duty. If you click on the sprout mark next to the objective, it means that beginners or first-timers to the duty are welcome to join. There is also a camera mark next to the name of the duty, which refers to an in-game feature, where you can record specific duties and review them at the end. It can be very useful when you want to review your progress in a high-end raid. If you select the 1 player per job option, this means no 2 persons of the same job can join, resulting in no job duplicates in your party. You can also remove role restrictions, which allows you to have any party compositions. Unselect classes will remove the classes, leaving only jobs with job stones to join. On the right side, you can set the completion conditions for anyone who wants to join your party, to people who have completed the duty before or those who have not. If you leave it unticked, then anyone can join regardless of their completion status. You can also set the average eye level that anyone who wishes to join must meet. You can also select the duty finder settings to let people know which settings you will have for the party. Once you've made sure that you have all the settings the way you want it, you can click recruit and your recruitment will show up in the party finder. If you click on your recruitment or the yellow recruitment criteria at the bottom left, you can edit or end the recruitment. You can also click on the talk bubble next to the description to get the link to your PF to conveniently share with your friends or free company, as clicking on the link will bring them to your PF right away. Then we have the high-end duties in Party Finder, where you can find practice or clear parties for various raids. In a Japanese data center, it is expected that if you put up a PF, you would have the macro for the fight with the strategies that you put in the description. If you do not have the macro, you should state it when you set up your recruitment. I will put a link to a Discord where people post the macros used in the Elemental Data Center in the description below. The Japanese community tend to only use loot as an objective when they can farm the duty. This means that for Savage weekly re-clears, they would use duty completion and duty complete rather than loot and duty complete. So do not mistake them as an aim to clear parties that are looking for helpers to clear the duty. You will sometimes see in the description phrases like Japanese only or can you speak Japanese? If it's a re-clear party and you are confident in your ability to do the mechanics, go ahead and join. Most people won't mind as long as you can hold your own and help them clear their weeklies quickly. If it's a progression party, however, and you don't understand Japanese, it would be better to not join as people might want to discuss mechanics with you. There is a Discord where you can find other English-speaking players who are looking to raid in Elemental Data Center, the link for which I will also put in the description below. I hope you find this video helpful in some way. If you have any questions about the etiquettes or other unwritten rules about how to use PF and Duty Finder in Elemental Data Center, feel free to ask questions in the comments. Okay, bye!